No, it definitely is. And I think it's great to have people like you on the scene like that. We need more of that. More people, rather than I'm going to just put my arm around you and see what I can get off you.
Yeah, nah, that don't work.
Let me actually teach you the game. I don't need anything from you.
It's like the conversation you see a lot now with people saying, hey, these artists shouldn't charge and different stuff, right? This is how I feel about that.
Yeah.
You KC Pluto.
You see I'm Southside reppin', Bigfoot steppin', Zone 3 section, this God flow perfection. Hating on the church like I ain't blessed they section. If we ain't talking money, I got a weak connection, that's on the hood. She said get a bag, so I get it, got it good. Don't complain about my problems, I just put it in a wood. Seen a genie the other day, she said make it good. So I wish for good health, then I wish to look, it's sheep, not lieutenant. Yeah, I'm back, been a minute, my hard work gets you offended.
Start the episode on, but R.I.P. Dolph.
Man, R.I.P. to Dolph, man.
Yeah, man.
One
Well,
of the realest.
so let's talk about you, man. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. We got Kente in the building. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
What's up?
How you feeling today?
Man, I feel good.
Good.
Woke up good this morning, and we already got our meds in, so
Yeah.
we feeling good.
Good. I've been wanting to talk to you about this forever. This funny story. So you remember, of course you remember, the Redman show at Myth.
Oh my God.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
Oh my God, I already know what you're finna say, man.
Bro,
this is hilarious.
I was standing right next to you against the railing
Oh my God.
when Redman went on stage.
Yeah.
And your cardboard cutout
Oh my God.
was still on the stage.
Yep.
And this motherfucker assaulted your cardboard cutout. And I don't remember if it actually hit you, but
No.
it flew right at you.
It was funny because we were standing off to the side. That's
Yep.
hilarious. I didn't know if anybody really
Bro, I was
remembered
standing
that.
right next to you.
And that was a time when I should have actually went viral at that point
For
because
real.
I had just got off stage performing.
Yep.
And we left the prop up. I told my people like, yeah, just leave the prop up on stage.
Smart
like,
move.
Like fuck it, we want people to keep following me or whatever.
Yep.
And when he kicked that motherfucker off the stage,
Oh my
it was the funniest shit. But this was even more funny. It was a dude throwing up on the damn prop
Oh,
right as that went on. I don't know if you saw that.
I did
part.
not see that part.
So my homie was like, "You want me to go get the prop?" I was like, "Nah, man, fuck that shit." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Well, I'll buy another one." You know what I'm saying? But to me, it was viral because I could tell he was like, they paying attention to the prop
Yep.
more than me. So he was like, "Fuck this prop!" Bow. He just knocked that motherfucker off the stage.
And that was the Redman energy too. It was just he went up, he was
it was
wilding.
It was perfect, man. I don't know if anybody caught that on video, but at first I was like, damn, but yeah.
At first I felt bad. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that was disrespectful. But then I realized but that was kind of before people were like really going like everything was on camera.
Oh my God.
I mean, wasn't it? That was like what, 2016, 2017?
Yeah, it was around 2016. 'Cause I put It's Music to Me out in 2014, and then 2017 is when I dropped Black in America. So it was around that time, 2017, I would say.
Yeah.
Beginning of it.
Yeah. So I've known about you for a long time. I mean, ultimately, probably around that time was when I found out about you.
Yeah.
And like you were kind of in the main core of artists that were touching stages every night, you know what I mean? Like in the mix, and then, you know what I mean? Talked about a lot. You were around Lyric.
Yeah.
A lot of the same shows that he was on, you were on.
Yeah.
So like I saw you a lot. Like we intermingled a lot.
We was definitely pushing. It was a good run. I can definitely say that. And it was right at that time when it was like, all right, we're doing everything we need to do to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And then I just got caught up.
Yeah, it went away for a minute.
Went away.
Can we discuss that? Because we had a
Yeah.
little conversation off the mic about it, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's it's a pertinent conversation right now because of the amount of time that you got
Yeah.
for what the crime was. And now we're talking about this Kim Potter lady
Yeah.
getting
Interesting.
a quarter of what you got.
Yeah. She'll be out next April.
Yeah.
This is February we in right now?
Yep.
She'll be out next year. They only gave her 20 something months. I don't even know. 16 months,
16
whatever they
months.
say. I couldn't
Yep.
believe it.
Yep.
I went for 36 months for weed. You know what I'm saying? Literally weed. You can pull my case up. My name is all there online. Everything is right there.
Took 3 years of your life.
3 years. Had to go sit down. I mean, I didn't have a criminal record. I did have a record with weed in my past. I always been hustling. I got caught with 5 pounds in Shakopee. So I had that already on my record where it was like probation. So, you know, when I got caught up, I don't want to say I just didn't have shit on my record, but got caught with the weed. And it was really because I had the pistol, like I was kind of discussing with you earlier. Had a concealed carry for 8 years, but they threw it out. But since it was tied with the weed, Minnesota make you sit down. Same shit that Biden them wrote back in law back in '96 and stuff. Those mandatory sentences that screwed a lot of people up, took a lot of black people off the street, whites, black, whatever, you know, because they had mandatory sit downs.
Yep.
They still do. You're a felon in Minnesota. Most people know that you get caught with a pole, you gone for 60 months. You know, 60 do 40, 5 years, automatic here.
Yep.
So, you know, Minnesota just a little different, you know what I'm saying, as far as how they kind of run things with their laws and shit. Obviously, you can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it make you really think, like, is this the place you want to be if you can get more time for weed than a motherfucker shooting somebody on the street? I mean, I just personally think that's crazy, mistake or not. You know, so I don't know what's the right amount
I think
of time.
the offense is worse if it is a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man.
If you felt like your life was in danger and you drew down and pulled the trigger because which I don't believe was the case with Dante Wright at all, but the fact that you are a police officer and you want to sit here and tell me that you accidentally pulled your gun and couldn't tell the difference, that's worse.
I mean,
that's worse.
It's just a bad situation on both ends. On hers for sure, because she's the person who's supposed to just be doing her damn job right.
Yep.
You know, so me seeing that judge tear up and shit made me be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, it just made me be like, I don't even want to ever sit in front of these judges because they ain't going to tear up for me or my mom or whatever when they sentence and be like, hey, my kids, you see all my kids? I got 9 motherfucking kids, you know what I'm saying?
God damn.
I need my kids got to see they dad here, you know what I'm saying? And I take care of all of them too, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got 4 and I'm busy. So man. I could only imagine. You got 9. That's crazy.
Man, I've been out here working.
Yeah, you have. So I think probably the greatest part about this story is the fact that you went, you sit down, you did your time.
Yep.
And you came out and you legalized it.
Well, one thing is we trying to make it all pop. Like, shout out to my boy DeMar and Joey, my business partners with Frosted Lakes. We, you know, started the clothing brand. And we got a flagship situation that we're trying to situate in Michigan because that's where the grow and everything is situated out there for the cannabis and stuff. So it's a couple gray areas where we're working to get our license and everything right now. As far as the dispensary part, we do have grow license and stuff right now. So that stuff is already in the works. And once we can get it all legalized here, we plan to just roll it in here. Our clothing line is registered here, the cannabis part in Michigan because it's not legal.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're working on that.
So are there roadblocks for you being somebody that has dealt with this as far as the law?
A ton, because I'm a felon. So that's one of the biggest things that I've done since I got out. Like Ryan Winkler, the House Democrat, reached out to me. Him and Michael Ford and Anthony Newby, they all reached out, got me on the Star Tribune.
Ford, that's the
Minnesota marijuana.
Yeah, isn't there something?
Yeah, he does like a big thing with like the community with marijuana.
Ironically, I think I met him at that Redman show too.
Yeah, Mike's pretty cool, man. We finna be doing some stuff together right now, but he's working with those guys, and they, like I said, they got me on the Star Tribune, had me speak in the House Senate, and we kind of worked on talking about my situation and why it needs to change here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And it actually got passed in the House to legalization last year.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know the whole logistics were behind it. So it passed in the House, but it didn't pass the Senate because of, you know, the guy who runs the Senate. I forgot his name. Can't stand his ass, but whatever.
It seems to be that seems to be the story with a lot of politics. They pass the House and shut down by the Senate or vice versa.
Yeah, you got police and stuff funding those in particular parties, so that's why they block it to keep it being from legal because they know, for one, they ain't gonna probably be able to pull over people and arrest them and do all the stuff that they've been doing in the past that, you know, harass you, get out the car because you smell like weed and different stuff like that.
Yep.
Now, March 1st, like I said, it's going to change. It's going to look a little different here. It's not going to be legal, but the medical program will have flower on it in Minnesota. So people will be able to purchase the smoking part, which is flower. A lot of people here that don't know what it is.
Right.
But that's what that is. Smoking, what you're rolling up is the flower. They're going to allow you to get like it in 3.5 increments. You can buy up to a pound in 90 days. But you need to have your medical license. If you don't got it, make sure y'all, look me up online and just type in how to get your Minnesota medical card, and I'll tell you everything on my YouTube page too. So
where's the YouTube page?
I got a YouTube page. It's Frosted Lakes. We do that with our clothes, and then I actually talk about things about cannabis and how to get medical license in different states and stuff. Because I carry 3. I got Arkansas, I got Minnesota, and I got California.
Wow.
I'm traveling all the time.
Yeah.
And just moving around and doing this now in music at the same time is just crazy.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the music. So I know you said you dropped 2 projects before you went away, and then
2.
So now you're back.
2 that I was actually getting paid from Register Music. Prior to that, we've been doing mixtapes, shows. We were buzzing out here when I first came to Minnesota, where it was like the pop the trunk era.
Yep.
A lot of people that was buzzing at that time was like the Street Kings.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, B.C. That was my guy.
Yeah.
They were really hot at the time. It was a lot more people too, but in particular, I just remember they movement, and I was really just like, man, these dudes making noise, And Fats, it was a bunch of other people that was out here doing things. You know what I'm saying? Rico Devotion, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about him. He was doing his little singing stuff.
He's around still.
He's still doing his stuff, man. It's a lot of other artists that we work with. And I work with T Lace, who really grinded and helped me get my sound when I first came to Minnesota. So me and him did a lot. It's a lot of artists that work with him, and a lot of people don't even know how big T Lace is. T Lace got songs that's been on NFL Network, stuff that was played on the NBA Finals. He's been a background on shows, so he's been getting checks for a minute.
Yeah, we got a lot of people from Minnesota that are not necessarily vocal artists, but producers and engineers that are.
Yeah, so when I first came, that's how we linked up. It was me, T-Lace, Cassadon, which used to run the Purple Room downtown.
Yep.
My cousin Cho moved up here, and we used to mess with this guy named Shadow. We was like a small group. But as we got older, everybody broke off, kind of started doing their own thing. And I started focusing more on my solo career.
Yeah.
That's when I put the 2 albums out. I started working with more people like Richard, who Rich the Plug. He plugged a lot of people with stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Rich.
Definitely was getting me in tune with the right people like Zach. You know who Zach. He worked with Casey Pluto.
Yep.
I was getting in a lot of shows with him.
Zach Chasm.
Yep. Shout out to Zach. Zach really helped me get my face out here. Also Kato.
Yeah.
It's CLM at that time. They was rocking the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
They had all the damn shows flowing through here.
Yep.
So if you wanted to be on the show, you definitely need to know them 2 guys for sure.
For sure.
And there was a lot of other people that brought up people. AK always been doing this thing, man.
Yep.
That's one of my guys too. He always showed me love, always supported me. So I always got much love for AK too, because he's one of the real that
for sure
I always miss with all the artists. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And I've seen that since I've been here. If nobody else, that's one dude that's like, open the door, come do your thing, studio, whatever,
Yep.
And
if you want to call him a gatekeeper, he's definitely kept the gates the right way.
Yeah, I like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't even look at people being gatekeepers, man, unless it's like, you really taking and doing something, you know what I'm saying? When I hear that term, it's like, hey, it is what it is. But if people feel like they gatekeepers, go ahead. I don't feel like nobody keeping no gates for me. I'm doing everything I need to do, whether they know me here or not. I don't pick a side as far as what I represent, because like I said, when I came to college, I was dropped into Burnsville, Minnesota. Yeah. And then I branched into St. Paul and Minneapolis and got to learn all these artists and different stuff, because I'm a street cat. So, you tuning in with the streets and you behind the scenes, you going to learn the people that's moving and making moves. So I was doing my music, but I was more into the streets. And that's kind of what the balance was for me, where I really needed to narrow down, and now I'm really getting it to where it's like I got to focus on just the music. So, I'm trying to just get back out here buzzing, man. I'm like a new artist again. The 2 years they took away from me really set me back. I come out now, it's a ton of other people that's just rocking, and I'm finding out a lot of people from the show.
That's great.
And that's what I like to see,
yeah.
that, you guys keep putting out the content. You guys are putting out good stuff that's showing the Twin Cities in a bright light, and I think it's going to take off. As long as y'all keep doing what y'all doing, this shit going to blow up bigger than ever, I think.
That's the plan, bro.
So
that's the plan. I appreciate that. That is definitely the plan. And yeah, so I mean, and that's crazy to think about too, is like you were gone.
Just gone.
And then all of a sudden you're back, and like, what was that like? What was it readjusting to the music scene? Looking like,
well,
where the fuck did this guy come from? Where'd this guy come from?
You know, I really loved it, but it has been an element of trying to find my way back into it because a lot of my music to somebody might sound old because I'm not like an auto-tune rapper. I do sing, but I don't do a lot of the stuff that a lot of the younger cats are doing now.
Didn't you have a joint where you sang? You did.
Well, I sing on all the songs, a lot of my songs.
But specifically, you had a song on that Uncle J project, the Welcome to the Family project.
Yep.
Bro, that was the best song on the whole album.
Yeah. Everybody loved that song.
That was the best song on the whole album.
I'm still getting paid from that song right now.
Yeah. No, that was a great song.
Shout out to Uncle J, man. I forgot about him. He always reached out to me recently, and I'm definitely want to work with him again.
He's still working? He's still doing it?
He's trying to jump back out here and put another mixtape out.
I know there was some.
I don't know if I should be saying that, but
there was some messy shit behind that show we were talking about. I know that.
Yeah, and I think we kind of, I don't know what kind of balance me and him had because I don't know if I took, when he put the song out, like I had it registered, but I think it was some back and forth between the publishing. Yeah. Because he was like, hey, man, next time you give me a song, I think he wanted to, like, own it in some kind of way. I don't know, but my music's all registered before I give it to anybody. Yeah. So I was still getting paid from the song, and I think it was like a, you know. I mean,
shout out to Uncle J regardless. He's done a lot for me in my career, period.
Dope. He dope, man. I like him. I always was a good guy with shows and stuff, too. So.
Yeah, you just reminded me of that song. That was the best song on the whole album.
I appreciate it, man.
No disrespect to anybody else that was on there, but that was definitely the best.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. I work hard on it, and I try to just tap into every aspect of music. So that's why I don't really look at it as like you're gonna be too old to do this or whatever. Cause I'm a singer. I ain't just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a musician in a whole. And I could do this forever. Now I'm working on my son, YHB Lex, and he's on Flavors with me. We just put out. It's getting a ton of views.
Okay.
And
I got to tap in. I haven't heard it.
Got to check it out.
Did you send it to me? You might have.
No, I don't think I sent it to you, but I will.
Okay.
I will. I get some stuff over to y'all.
For sure. So being away for a while and coming back, were there some artists that were on the scene that you learned about since you got out that weren't really doing shit?
Well, right before I went in, I was getting tapped in with Tarzan, which is interesting. Because his baby mom and my house was like next door to each other.
Okay.
And it was funny because I was seeing him. I didn't even know he was an artist. And my homie come by one day and he's like, man, you gotta check this dude out. He get to playing the damn video. And I'm like, this the dude that be next door. So we ended up being cool. We chopped it up and we was finna work on some stuff. But I knew at that time, like, I needed to just learn more about him because I was hearing a lot about, like, they was having beefs with stuff,
shit.
And it ain't really my style, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to jump on some lyrics with people, and then I'm tied into something that they got going on. So I needed that to play out for a minute.
For sure.
And it definitely did over time.
Yep.
Now that I'm out of prison, we tap back in, different stuff. Hopefully we'll get back to work here. And, you know, because that's the kind of stuff I'd rather do. It ain't just about if you buzzing or you got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
I need to see kind of what's all going on with that.
For sure.
You know, because I don't just jump into
do your due diligence. You have to. And that's smart that you thought that way. A lot of people wouldn't think that way, and all of a sudden they are tied into it.
Yeah, so Tarzan was one of the guys I started just really seeing through Rich or internet, like who was doing stuff around here, but I don't really focus on a lot of just what's going on around here because I know that this is just a little bit of speck of my whole aspect.
For sure.
And I'm traveling so much, I just try to make it like a worldly thing. But I do focus on Minnesota. And like I said, I tapped in with y'all show, and then I go listen to a lot of the artists. Hottest cats, I can't lie, never heard of them until I watched y'all show, was the Royal Family. I hear people talk about them all the time.
Yep.
Them dudes are dope.
Yeah.
For real, for real. I went and watched it. I'm honest about that. I can see everything that they doing, and I like their movement. It looks not only believable, but you can tell it's believable, and they doing what they doing for real.
For sure.
People fucking with them.
Yep.
So I really like their movement. It's a lot of other people. I like all the females that's doing their stuff up here. I really see that, and I want more people to bag up some of these girls and stuff because females definitely get the back end of the stick sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of hot ones up here. I'm seeing these ciphers and shit.
Yep.
So I do like that. All the women that's doing their thing. And it's a ton of these young cats. I say just work hard, man.
Yeah.
Keep promoting yourself. Push hard. Stop complaining. Don't worry about being the greatest. The greatest is the paycheck.
Right.
If you ain't getting paid,
Right.
the greatest motherfucker
Right.
got the paycheck.
Yeah.
That's how I look at
That's
it.
a fact.
That's just that. I mean, it depends on what you in it for, though. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I register my music. I made sure my paperwork and stuff is done correctly. Because like we were talking about in the lobby, some people might not like performing, but they don't know that that's a paycheck if your stuff is right. If you perform in the Target Center and your song is registered correctly, you get a check for that. You know, you get a check for the performance rights.
Yeah.
It's different mechanics from internet streams and
And you're
different
talking
shit.
about BMI and ASCAP, not
Correct.
Target Center sending you a check or
Correct.
the
No, that's
audience
going to be
sending you a
BMI
check.
or
BMI.
ASCAP.
Yeah.
It's like the prime example of Whitney Houston and I Always For Love You.
Yep.
That's who wrote the song?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Yep.
So Whitney will get the performance rights, but Dolly Parton get the check for the writer.
Yeah.
You know, so it's different entities and mechanics with music, and a lot of people can learn it if they just
No, that's
little
an
research.
That's an important thing that you're saying because I guarantee you 90% of these artists out here don't know that.
no, and they worried about the wrong shit. They worried about that, then they'll be already ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's a fact. No, that's a serious gem. Like,
Yeah.
Get your BMI, get your ASCAP together, get all that shit together.
Get everything together, cause when I was watching it with you on Inferno, that was something he caught my eye when he said that is that people can send the stuff to him, but if paperwork ain't right, can't get paid on the radio and stuff, and it's like you just blew your chance if your song dope because you
Yeah.
didn't go register or do whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do this type of stuff, feel free to even inbox me. I don't care. I give up these jewels to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them people that people can't reach out and ask for help. If you like a square person, I don't care. If you lame, I don't care. Just as long as you're about business and you serious about your craft. I've figured that's the best people to work with, even with too.
No, it definitely is. And I think it's great to have people like you on the scene like that. We need more of that. More people rather than I'm gonna just put my arm around you and see what I can get off you.
Yeah, nah, that don't work.
Let me actually teach you the game. I don't need anything from you.
It's like the conversation you see a lot now with people saying, "Hey, these artists shouldn't charge and different stuff, right?" This is how I feel about that.
Yeah.
You KC Pluto, maybe you should charge.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should.
Yep.
I'm not gonna never say he shouldn't.
Yep.
Look what he done made it to at this point.
Yep.
You somebody like me, you can mix it up. Maybe you want to, maybe you don't. I think it's all a preference on who you are.
It's just discretion. I agree with you. I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is such a touchy subject because I feel like I look at this in such a logical way. It's like your business is your business.
Correct.
You can charge whatever you want to charge. You might not get one single person to pay it,
Exactly.
and that's on you. Your price might be too high. You can
Exactly.
choose to not charge.
Exactly.
You could choose to go somewhere in the middle. You can choose to charge this person and not this person because this person might be more beneficial to not charge.
Exactly.
Because they're not going to pay and you want that feature.
Exactly.
It's your discretion. It's your business, and it shouldn't be anybody else's business.
Right.
And those people certainly shouldn't be putting your business out in the public.
Exactly. Like what you doing, if you pay somebody, like my personal opinion, I'm working with anybody I see moving.
Yep.
If you come to me and want to work, let me just see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then, I could be like, cool if I like it or not, because that's my discretion, like you said.
Exactly.
If I don't even like the song, I'll be honest, like, it ain't really my vibe, bro. I ain't going to just jump on something because you paid me.
Yep.
I'll jump on it because I see you moving.
Mhm.
You doing some shit. That's different.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's business to me, and you building a real relationship with people.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being business sometimes. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So, and that's what I'm looking forward to is people to all connect. I see a ton of artists up here doing that shit. Let's all connect because everybody got a little jewel here or something there, and when we got fans, let's just put them all together.
Yeah.
Like you said, with the show y'all putting together, I think that's huge. I'm going to definitely try to be here. I'm in and out of town so much, but I am going to try to come.
Yeah. Please do.
I'm definitely going to try to
It's
show up.
going to be packed out.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know what he's talking about, we're talking about March 11th, Gold Room, Prince Riley, Ty Stick, Maya Marshall, and Juice Lord. Be there.
Just chopped it over Juice Lord the other night.
Yeah, it's going to be, and that's another piece too, is I think treating the artists here that we know have that level where they can get to the superstar level, they can get there. We got to treat them that way.
Yeah.
We have to
Got
treat them.
to.
We have to treat them that way.
Why not?
Who else is going to if we're not going to?
Why not?
If Minnesota isn't going to treat a Minnesota artist like a superstar, nobody else is.
Exactly. And it gotta just roll out, man. People gotta keep supporting each other, man. And you know, kill all this drama, man. Let's get to the money. A lot of these other places and states, which y'all seeing, they do have bullshit go on. We're not gonna say like drama don't go on, but the part of what I hate about Minnesota is that when stuff do go on here, shit gets shut down fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a little underground spot. Some drama just happened the other night. You know, up there, I don't know what it was, but that shit probably shut down now. We can't even have no after-hour spot because something always fucking happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get better at that up here in the cities, man, and like get to the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's up with all this other shit, man? Get to some money, man, or the females or some all that other beefing and side shit and this and that. Y'all claiming blocks and stuff. Y'all don't own no properties on them, man. Let's get to some money. We got to really change the concept up here and how people thinking and work with each other, man, because otherwise we going to be losing. How about the high ends and the low ends? Somebody who the bosses of them two spots, because I hear about these kind of beefs and stuff. We got them back in Memphis, too.
Yep.
But why can't two people link up together and be like, man, we finna get this shit deaded? I know it's been a lot of deaths on both sides and different shit. Let's try to dead this shit, though. Got to be two big bosses. I gotta be. If not, what a boss is at?
I don't know.
That's what
Sounds
I'm
great.
saying.
Sounds great.
Don't it? It sounds real
great.
good, but that's what
Yeah.
it take. It take real bosses to do shit.
Yeah.
Y'all done had people that set up here that's bosses and stuff that can make some shot calls and do stuff, and they probably have tried to make some stuff and then probably just ain't able to make things happen with certain sides and it's supposed to be whatever. But man, it can shut a lot of extra shit down that happens at these shows and things downtown, where it is a lot of innocent people around and drama, you know what I'm saying, be cracking out. So let's just focus on the money, man, Minnesota, and let's get it. Let's turn this shit to money soda. You feel me?
I like it. I'm with that for sure.
Money soda
Money
all
soda.
day.
I like it. So my final question for you.
Yep.
Top 5 Minnesota artists.
I'm going to be biased because
Yeah, this is your top 5. You should be biased.
I would definitely put myself in there.
Okay.
And now I'm going to just say for right now, because who I'm really like listening to, I got to put, can I just say the Royal family as a whole?
I mean, you can, but there's like 40 people in the Royal family.
I know it's a lot, but they bumping, man. Little Huncho right
Yep.
now.
Huncho's nice.
If I had to just pick somebody out of them, the rest of them all sweet. I really like him. I just kind of tuning into him, kind of see if they
Yep.
gonna do something solo shit. You know?
Huncho's great.
I like him. I definitely put Tarzan in there.
Yep.
Like I said, I like Tarzan. So what we got? 1, 2, 3. Let's put a female in there. I say Carson Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Been checking her out. She's staying on the scene. She got a little pretty look to her and stuff. So
Yep.
people gonna keep tuning into that. And she kind of, I like it. I like it. She going hard. I might have to tap in to get a track or something. And I say, man, it's real tough, but I gotta go with I say John Ray.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. That's a solid 5.
I say John Ray. I mean, because these the people it's a lot of folks working, but I just say that's kind of what I'm seeing throughout the Twin season, where it's just constantly staying on my timeline and different stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not mad at that 5 at all. That's a great 5.
yeah, I think it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm liking what I'm seeing right now, and I just want to tap in with more people.
Yeah. Well, they'll see this, and then they'll want to tap in with you.
Man, that's what we got to do.
And if bro, I'm telling you, they need to go back to that Welcome to the Family.
Oh,
Volume 2.
Straight up.
What was the song called again?
Streets Made Me.
Streets Made Me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's actually on my album, too.
Oh, it is?
That's what the problem kind of feel, because I didn't realize he wanted me to give him just an exclusive track.
Yeah.
Just for him.
That was
So
on the Black in America album, right?
It was on Black in America album, yeah.
People
Shout
go
out
back
to-
and listen to that, too. That was a
yeah,
good album.
Shout out to Ben Hughes, man. He shot the video for me, and, that went viral, you know what I'm saying? It kind of put us on the map
Yeah.
right away.
Yep.
And we were like, I feel like we was a year behind,
Mm.
If that would have came out when George Fanon list,
Yep.
who knows what it, you know.
Re-release it.
I thought about that, too. I did think about that.
Good work.
Everybody was on me. They was like, when I got out, they was like, now is the time. You got to write. I'm like, bro, I did Black in America, though. My whole album was
You did.
based on that.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if I can get back in that mode, because
Yep.
I'm in a mode type of person. Like,
Yeah.
how am I feeling right now? I come from this street shit and being a hustler and getting money and all of that, trying to get money. I got kids. My life be imbalanced sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's modes. How I'm feeling right now, Like
You
right
guys-
now, I'm on some crypto, property.
Yeah.
My mind on something different. It ain't really about George Floyd, because I don't want to, not knocking nothing from there, but my mind ain't on that right
Yeah.
now.
I got you.
I feel like we done been dealing with that we're going to keep dealing with it. it's gonna be somebody else get shot.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Unfortunately, it is gonna be.
Yep.
So,
So what are you working on now? What do you got coming? What's next?
we dropping 6 rings this week
Okay.
on Friday, and what I've been doing lately, and this another jewel, is dropping songs every 30 days so you can get into the algorithm. Shout out to Stop House, Mike, and I said with they lawyer, who work with Prof and all them, and they really helped me structure what I was gonna be doing with my music. Richard as well. Richard put me in the car with them, so that was actually really dope. And Mike just kind of gave me a lot of jewels on what they've been doing with Prof, how Prof has been, elevating from what they've been doing with marketing. And I honestly just copycatted that. And I'm just doing it by myself right now. And I'm just waiting on somebody to come along that's like, I'm fucking with you. I see you doing your shit. I see you spending money. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I'm putting out songs every 30 days to keep it buzzing. And I'm going to promote them all as well, market. And I haven't really jumped out and done a lot of shows since I've been out. Honestly, I haven't performed since the Super Bowl in the Twin Cities.
Wow.
When I was on the road I was doing a couple shows every week, So now I'm just trying to get my name back out there. And since everybody holding these gadgets in their hand, I'll make them see me there.
Yeah.
And I'll keep popping out in the streets, and I'm showing up in the clubs, and people be like, oh, that's dude. So I'm working it at a different angle right now. But, of course, I'm going to get back on the stage. I ain't never afraid of that. That's where I like to be.
For sure.
On the stage performing, studio cool, but really that live performance, like I meant to say Tay Supreme. I hate that. If you took me out that fire, I put him. Tay go hard because the one thing I like about him is that performance.
Yep.
A lot of people don't got that.
Nope.
If you got that performance, the rest of rap, and he can really rap.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I was tapping in with them before. This was before I even knew who his daddy was. I've been messing with his daddy. So that was even more crazy. You know what I'm saying?
He kept himself, they kind of separate.
Yeah, for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even realize that. I put two and two together after so long, but I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But, that dude been hard.
He has.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I remember the first time I ever saw him. It was at Lyric Marid's Power Moves release party. I think you were there too.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. When you got a person that can capture the stage, and I do that real well too, but when you can capture the crowd and make them, command like a DJ or something.
Yep.
You move left, I move right.
Yep.
And they doing the shit, it's a rap.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. He captures people. I see that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's why he was such a perfect fit for that Prof tour.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mac Turner too. They going hard.
Mac was a little, like, he's obviously incredibly talented, but he's such a change of pace from Prof.
Yeah.
That I was like, damn, how's that gonna work?
This
Clearly
gonna work?
It worked.
Yeah.
Clearly it worked.
It
Tay
worked.
made all the sense in the world. I'm like, yeah, that's the same energy.
Yeah, I think it's dope, man.
Yeah.
I like that they taking Minnesota talent and doing what they doing. That's why I'm like, shout out to Mike them. They don't get a lot of probably shots out up here. I don't know. Maybe I might have missed it, but for real though, Stop House, they doing their thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they get shout outs, but
for real though.
yeah.
But
But no, they definitely are doing their thing over there at Stop
and they
House.
didn't have to do what they did for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pull me to the side as an artist and say, let me look at what you've been doing, and all right, this how we can read. And I was with their lawyer and everything. Cool as hell, kicking back, drinking, chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, this dope. And this was right before the tour started. I think their first show was out in Rochester or some shit, but that week I was with them, and they were rolling my plan, what I was getting ready to do, and
That is dope.
how to do my ads and all
It's
that
dope,
stuff.
and it's important for them as far as I know, all white company with the white artist to be reaching back like that. It's
dope.
That's their job. They have to do that.
Shit, maybe they'll sign me eventually. I don't know.
Shit, maybe. I don't know.
They might. Hey, they see me moving enough, they might be like, hey, let's tap in with Kente. We'll see.
Maybe so.
Somebody gonna get it.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get it because I'm just gonna show them the chicks. I'm gonna be like, look, man, this is what I've been making.
Yeah.
I got my shit playing across seas right now, so I'm good.
That's great. So where can they find you at, man?
Man, IG, Super Kente, SUPA_KENTE.
Okay.
Follow the Frosted Lakes page. You got Frosted_Lakes_MI, like Michigan.
Go get you a hoodie.
Yeah, go get you a hoodie. Come get a nice hat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joey, man. He make these hats. The same dude that helped with my brand. We actually are partners. But he designed these hats and stuff. You can only get them exclusively at the Pro Image.
Dope.
They dropped some shit. He made some shit that's like Kanye West album the colors and different shit. So
I think I saw Juice Lord post
Juice
the college
had
drop
this.
one.
He did he was on the ad with him and stuff.
That's right. Oh, that's right. And B. And B. Croc and
yeah.
who else?
So that ad,
Yeah.
that's my boy that works with me in Frosted Lakes. He's co-owner. So it's me, him, and us three.
Okay.
So yeah, we got some shit, man. We gonna put Minnesota on the map for sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. I like it. I like the brand. I like the movement. I like seeing you out here.
Appreciate it, man.
Getting things all in a straight line.
You know, trying to stay neuro. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Still a street cat, but we're gonna do it right this time. You know.
And don't ever let Redman assault your cardboard cutout again. Next time you got to jump that fence and you got to.
I'm gonna wait till I see him, man. I know I'm gonna run into him or one of these dudes, man, real soon.
You know, I interviewed him that night. After that happened, I should have said something. I was starstruck though.
I'll probably see him soon, man. I be seeing a lot of artists and famous people, way more than people probably realize because of my ties with my family and stuff. So.
And he's mixed in the legal marijuana business as well.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are.
Yeah.
Al Harrington, old basketball player.
Yeah.
Been around them. Been around a ton of people that's in the industry now. You'll be surprised. There's a lot of people tapping in, but it's a
for sure
$1 billion industry, $1 trillion.
Absolutely.
You know,
and we really only scratched the surface.
Yeah,
because it's eventually it's going to be legal across the entire country.
Hopefully, man, because like Ryan Winkler promised me, I hope he see this interview. I'm gonna tag him because he said, as soon as it become legal, you're gonna be the first one.
Yeah,
that we're gonna make sure get into it because like out in Cali, they got programs where if you're a felon, you can work, and they'll put you into the cannabis industry. You know what I'm saying? But you need money, man. You still need money.
Yep.
Need a ton of money, so.
For sure. Well, I appreciate your time, man. That's a good conversation.
Man, no doubt, man.
I'm excited to watch what you do going forward, man.
Man, I am too. I'm excited for myself.
Yes, sir, as you should be.
I'm real excited, man.
That's dope, man.
I appreciate y'all having me out.
Yeah, for sure, of course. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1. We out.
Damn, what in high school, I let it blam, what I wasn't playing, what I'm coming straight out the south. Hey, genius, best watch your mouth. When I put up on P&B right, then ain't he come out. You moving ounces, I just moved 100 things in a drought. You want the south side, outside the fence of your house. You talking all that, then wanna come talk it out. If you ain't talking money, you talking about.
Look like it.
It's a lot of speculations with it, especially with the whole situation about the whole thing about the cookie store. That's not something that's new. He been going there for years, you know. So it really wasn't a surprise that he was coming to get cookies. And if you watch a lot of the interviews, it's a lot of multiple different stories with it, with the owner and all kind of shit. You know, 1 minute he saying he pulling up, 1 minute they saying he in the store. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's a fishy business. But hopefully we'll let the law enforcement do what they supposed to do. Hopefully they can do their damn job and the murder actually gets solved, you know what I'm saying? But it's tragic.
No, it definitely is.
You know?
Yeah, it definitely is. That's a somber note to start the episode on, but R.I.P. Dolph.
Man, R.I.P. to Dolph, man.
Yeah, man. Well,
one of the realest.
So let's talk about you, man. Another episode of Live on Lake Street.
I don't know how to say it. Say it.